So we're going to discuss different shilas you have on Shabbos that come up a lot. Is you have different bugs or different animals that come around. Shilas is, could you trap them or kill them on Shabbos? Sometimes it can be a bit dangerous, sometimes it can make people sick, and they can be harmful. So sometimes there's room to be makel with certain bugs. So first of all, what's the halacha? So what's the isser? What type of isser are you over on when you're killing or trapping something? So there's two malachas. There's a malacha of tzeda, so of trapping animals on Shabbos, and then there's a malacha of sheichet. Sheichet, the malacha of sheichet, they did shchita in the Mishkan, and shchita. They did shchita in the Mishkan, and that which is netilas neshama. Taking away the neshama of any animals is another one of the lamed tes malachis. So, but the thing is, usually when you're trapping or you're killing an animal on Shabbos, it's not because you need the actual animal. Usually it's just because you don't want to get rid of it. So usually it ends up being a malacha shein tzrich legufa, which is only asam d'Rabbanan. So this Alter Rebbe says in the first Maramakim, in Shin Tazayin, Alter Rebbe says, "Ein isser tzeda min ha'teira." Aside tzeda, aside killing, aside trapping, there's no isser ela b'davar sheish b'minei nitzei. Before we get to Malacha Shein Tzrich Legufa, first Maramakim is talking about trapping. Trapping midraisa is only the isser deraisa of trapping animals on Shabbos is only the types of animals which is a normal thing to trap. So it's normal as people catch deer for the flesh, and the different animals which people catch, rabbits they catch for their fur. These types of animals, there's the isser deraisa. But other animals, there's no isser that it's not the to trap. There's no isser deraisa. So Alter Rebbe says, "Ein isser tzeda min ha'teira ela b'davar sheish b'minei nitzei," and it's the derech. It's common to trap these animals.
Coffee.
The hainu. The hainu shederech ha'ilon matzid means the derech of the ilon to trap those type of animals. Shesadu that he's trapping. K'goyin minei chayis v'eifis v'dagim. Different types of fish and birds and wild animals that's the derech of the world to trap. Let's to trap them. But if you trap bugs or animals, which it's not the derech to trap these animals, if you trap wasps or flies or other types of insects, it's not the derech of the world to trap these types of animals. Because there's no need for these insects or animals. Even though this person is trapping them because he has some need for them, he's still pater. Even though it's pater, it's also midrabanan. Even to trap them without any need, the sarchaga they have to be there, and you trapped one for the fun of it. It's still also midrabanan. And malachin certainly
goes two steps. Minute is mutter. The banan aser. And the banan not only aser the tzedek, also shloi the tzedek.
Yeah.
So it's two steps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Malachin tzarchli zayin to be careful. Shloi liskar teva a listim kli yeshish bazavuvim. So come to from big chumrah over here. If you have, let's say, the garbage lid, there are flies in the garbage can, and you want to close the garbage. It's also to close it. At least in cliches, but so when you close the lid of the garbage, they're going to get trapped in there. And even though you're not intending to trap them, you come back in but you know they're for sure going to get trapped. So you would have to, if you see the flies in the garbage and you see they're going to get stuck in there, so you would have to first kick it until they fly away, and then you have to make sure everyone flies away. But give it a kick and scare them off, and then close the lid.
You're not going to kill them.
But you'd say though, you're trapping them.
Leave the garbage can open the door.
Right. That's the next line. I didn't end up being done. I'll tell you, says stick something, leave it a little bit open so they could get out. So even the trapping bugs or animals which are harmful on Shabbos, which will be bothering you, even though it's not also midraisa, but they're still isser d'Rabbanan. And there's another reason why it's only midrabanan, because it's the malacha shein tzrich legufa. because you don't actually need the thing you're trapping. You're just trapping it because it's bothering you. This is in the second Maramakim. Alter Rebbe says also in Shin Tezayin Sift Tezayin. Alter Rebbe says Kvain Hizbar B'Sim Reish Ein Ches Sheyesh Imim She'ein Isra Min HaTorah El B'Malach HaTzich L'Gufo. He says, "Shit that you're only chayev for malach on Shabbos if it's a malach which is shich l'gufo." What does that mean? The hayin shetzarich l'guf hadavar shamalacha nasis b'him. You need the actual thing that the malach is being done with. L'fichach therefore hanitol neshama einay chayev elim kein tzarich l'guf hachayish haneshama nitla mimenu. So therefore, if you kill an animal or a bug on Shabbos, you're only going to be chayev if you need that actual bug that you're killing. Also, for example, if you need the body of the animal. If you need the skin, or if you need the neshama, which you're taking out, which that's the blood. If you need the blood from this animal and you killed it, then you'll be chayiv. For what we need it for, for example, to give it to your dog. Or if someone hits their enemy and makes them bleed.
This is an idea.
This is a practical halacha. So someone hits his friend. Yeah. Someone hits his friend and he makes him bleed. He's also chayav. It's also tzricha l'gufo. Why? Because he wants to see him bleed. Because he wants to take revenge. He has pleasure from seeing him bleed. And so therefore, even for such a thing, a person will be chayav. But if someone kills a snake in order that the snake shouldn't bite him, why? He doesn't need the snake and he doesn't need the blood. The only reason he's killing it is in order that it shouldn't hurt him. So too, someone who traps an animal, he's also not going to be chayiv unless he needs the actual animal he's trapping. So you're just trapping this animal, this bug, in order that it shouldn't bite anyone. So it's only asur midrabanan.
Killing a fly is also midrabanan.
Yeah, killing a fly is also midrabanan. But even without kalachayad, it's you're saying it's tzricha l'gufo. Even without kalachayad, it's malach shein tzricha l'gufo.
Yeah, both. Yes.
How are you going? Saying if you kill the kalachayad, it would be kalachayad. It would still be asur, even though it's a trei d'Rabbanan. Fine. So.
Flies can also put disease on the food and get sick.
Okay, so there's a chance that so there's a chashash they're going to be spreading. Well, then don't eat the food that they touch. Or just saying if it's impossible. If there's taka chashash is such a big chashash that people might get sick. Okay. If there's a disease going around and the flies are carrying them, then there would be room to be making.
They'll get pretty sick.
It's. Okay, so we'll see soon about animals and insects which are harmful. When could you kill them, or trap them? So trapping is a lot more makel than killing insects and animals. Trapping is a lot more makel because it's first of all it's malach shein tzricha l'gufo. Not only malach tzricha l'gufo, but most insects or bugs that you catch, it's ein b'minei nitzim. It's not the derech to trap these animals. It's not the derech to catch mosquitoes or different types of bugs. So therefore, it says a trei d'Rabbanan.
I said it's also trei d'Rabbanan.
But why are we even? When are we going to be making? So only insects and animals which are harmful. So this is in the third Maramakim.
Just put up a nice screen in the bungalow so you won't have any bugs.
Yep.
That's it. Fix the screens, everything is good.
In the third Maramakim, Alter Rebbe says. All types of animals, which is a derech that they harm people, so you're allowed to trap them. Snakes and scorpions, in case of him. Even places where they for sure don't bite. Even though they're not running after you. Just you're afraid that later they're going to run after you or after someone else and bite the person, you're allowed to trap them. So animals which are harmful, animals and insects which are harmful, you're allowed to trap them, even if they're not chasing you. And then Alter Rebbe goes on weiter. This is dafke. Alter Rebbe says this doesn't. This means something which is a like a real bite. You get a serious bite, like a snake or a scorpion. But a small bite, Alter Rebbe says, like from wasps. Alter Rebbe says that's not considered serious. That it's painful, but it's not harmful. Alter Rebbe says. In the second paragraph, this is dafka animals or bugs which they actually harm you. Kagoyna chashim v'akravin. After and even places where they don't damage with their bites, but they still damage your body. But if it doesn't actually damage your body, just it causes you pain, like wasps and flies and other types of insects, operation. Those you're not allowed to trap on Shabbos. You're only allowed to trap animals which actually damage your body.
How about to injure a fly?
To injure a fly?
Yeah, don't kill it, just injure it.
To just whack it. It's on the flying.
So that's like Seder. That's like Seder. Injuring it so you can't go anywhere. So you trapped it.
I think if a fly's just flying around there and you smack it to send it flying, then I don't think that'll be such. This is Kalach Hayad. It's your things. If it's Kalach Hayad, it wouldn't be an issue of Muksel. Just to knock it out of the way, I don't think that'll be such an issue. The Alter Rebbe says, but even this, we say that these insects which they hurt you, but they don't harm you, that you're not allowed to trap them. That's only if they didn't actually bite you. If they actually bit you, or if they're on you, and they're about to bite you, then there's room to be makel to try to trap them, to pick them up and catch them. The third paragraph, but if it already bit you, then it's then while it's biting you, you could take it off. You could take it off and throw it off. So if a mosquito's biting you, you could take it off.
A bee comes into your house.
So Alter Rebbe says it's siroyin it's not hezek haguf. I saw other siroyin saying unless someone has allergies to them, and if someone is very sensitive to bee bites, and he'll get a serious reaction. So then but Alter Rebbe says a regular person siroyin, Alter Rebbe says is not. A lot of achreinim, they're makel. The Mishnah Berurah still uses different sheni. See definitely what there is. Tsar gadol, big tsar is because a lot of tsar or just a little bit. So they say other achreinim they say that it's okay to trap bees. And Alter Rebbe says clear that tsiroyin, that the wasps you shouldn't catch them. It's not considered nezek haguf. And saying unless someone's very sensitive to them. Yeah, but if it's already biting you, so you're allowed to grab it with your hands and catch it. And some people are out there to catch the pirush. I'm not sure it's a flea or some type of bug. Even on his clothes, since over there it's gonna bite him. Even on your clothes on the outside, since it's very close to your skin, and it's probably going to come and bite you after that. Pirish, lice, not lice. Lice is killing. Lice you're allowed to kill even on Shabbos because they don't come from eggs. But so I think it's a flea of some sort. So that you're allowed. So if it's going to bite, so if it's not right, if it's on you and it's going to bite you, so you could take it. So you could take it off. You could trap it. It's interesting. Shmir Shams Kilchsa brings down from Shlomo Zalman that what about ants? These small bugs that crawl really slowly. So is that Seidah? He says that these small bugs go really slowly and they can't run away. There's no Isra Seidah. Picking it up with a cup or something, trapping it in a cup so it shouldn't go anywhere else is not Seidah because it's as if it's already caught. Yeah.
If you're asking me, it's all Seidah. Because Abraham made it for a purpose and that's it.
So Shlomo wants to say that these little things like ants that move very slowly and they can really get in and they don't move anywhere too quick. It's as if they're already caught. The fact that you caught them it's not considered trapping.
Interesting.
So so according to him, a worm or a caterpillar, there's no sort of trapping, picking up one of those on Shabbos. This is some muksa, but besides, but the mitzvah says that to put a cup on top of it, there's no issue. So this is all in regard to the trapping. So if it's something harmful like a snake or a scorpion, so which it's not the types which for sure are not poisonous. So there's no issue to trap them. But other things which don't damage your body, but they're painful. So then you shouldn't trap those unless they already bit you or they're about to bite you. So what is going on right? What about killing animals? So this is in the fourth Maramakim. Alter Rebbe says in Shintasayin Sivchav Beis that first of all things which are animals which have a chance of killing a person. It's a mitzvah to kill them. If there's any, even if he's not trying to kill anyone, you should kill him. In the fourth Maramakim, Kol Chai V'Rena Shein Hishkin Memisin, which they bite and they kill, they for sure kill. Kagoyin Chashim Hasrafim, the venomous snakes of Hekela Shaitan, a rabid dog. The Chol Kiyetze Behem, Mehamazikin Shekesh Nishkin Hem Memisin. If they bite someone, it could kill a person. Mutar Lahargam B'Shabbos, you're allowed to kill them. Afilu Inan Ratzin Achrav Kla, even if they're not running after you. Because there's chashash v'koach nefesh memela kishamim misushamadam Yisrael. Memela you should kill them even though they're not chasing after anyone because they're in a populated place and there's a chance they're going to hurt somebody. Shir Shabbos Kilchos, he says that the same thing applies that if there's a disease going around, like before the Zika disease was going around. So if the place where it was common and there's a good chance and there's a lot of mosquitoes carrying the disease, so then it'll be okay to kill the mosquito also.
That's it. Kill mosquitoes on Shabbos.
Saying if it's a place where the disease is going around.
Rabbi Elwood, it's not his heter. It's Shmir Shabbos Kehilchos.
In a place where the disease is going around. It's saying Stam's over here. I don't think there's such crazy diseases going. So serious. Saying lots of people get mosquito bites. They don't always get sick from them. So that's things which are those are animals and insects which could cause death to people. But other animals which they're not going to kill anyone. I feel even ones which they for sure won't kill anyone. But they damage the person. They will hurt the person's body. Snakes or scorpions in place where they for sure won't kill anyone. But they just damage the person's body. So in all similar things. So according to the Shittas Hasayim, Lachshin Sichel Gufa is only Isser D'Rabbanan. So any of these animals which are chasing you, you're allowed to kill them. So the snake, even if it's not poisonous, is trying to chase you. So besides, we said before you could trap them even if they're not chasing you, because they might attack someone. But if it's chasing you, you could trap it, but there's an opinion, so it's better to try to trap it if you can. And if you can't, there's a shit that says you could kill it.
Does the Mishmur say that what?
Mm-hmm.
The Mishmur says that
that I said I was supposed to put that earlier. He doesn't say the difference is whether it's mazik or not mazik. Alter Rebbe is more stricter. Alter Rebbe says if it damages your body. Alter Rebbe says a bee is not considered a hezek haguf. It's considered tzar. So therefore only make a look at the trap it if it's actually chasing or already bit you.
But there are people who are allergic to bee sting.
Yes, then you could kill them.
And their body could blow up.
So then you could kill then you could kill if there's someone around who's allergic and has bad reactions to bees, you could kill them.
You don't have to kill them, you can trap them.
Yeah, trap them, or I was thinking me too, you can kill them also. But what if it's not chasing you? You're afraid that the snake is going to bite you. You're not allowed to kill it in an open, blunt way that is visible. Shehinasi's b'miskavin. Not allowed to do a way that's recognizable that you're trying to kill it. If you're allowed to like casually step on it, pretend like you weren't trying to do it. Even if you're intending to kill it, so you pretend like you're not trying to kill it.
Casually stomp on its head.
Yeah.
I'm just going on my way.
Yeah. So then, since you're doing with a shino, you're not doing it in such a visible way. So chachamim were making to do in such a ifan. So killing these things, killing these animals.
No, but if you're walking on the floor and you're walking, then all of a sudden you see that if you put down, it's gonna hit a cockroach, whatever.
You're not allowed to.
So the last second you have to jump over.
Right.
So this is all according to this is all according to the shit that holds the Machshin Tzichel Gufa is potter. What about Ayel Chayiv that Rambam holds that it's Chayiv? So the Alter Rebbe says a Baal Nefesh should be machmir, that you should try not to kill these animals. But if it's if it's possible to avoid people getting hurt, but if you can't avoid people getting hurt, then you shouldn't be machmir. You should get rid of it. And Alter ends off with the Iker Kisvar Rishena, that you're allowed that Machshin Tzichel Gufa is potter, and therefore you would be allowed to kill these animals. We call nefesh usually the hachmer al atzmai, but it's shall take up on nefesh should be machmer. Since if a makin shefsher, in a case where it's possible, you should be machmer for the ram that it's isidaisa. The hainu in ratz achrav, meaning if it's not running after you, al yidresenu. Im efsher leili shami meimenu al hazel achilim shish meimenu. It's possible to warn other people and to set up that people shouldn't get hurt by it. So then you should try to be machmer. But if people are going to get hurt by it, and the only way you can avoid this is by killing it, so then you should do that. There's a common shayla that the Shemir Shabbos talks about is what if you have bugs in your toilet? You're allowed to flush your toilet. So Allah says you're not allowed to throw bugs into water on Shabbos because you're going to kill them. So the shayla is what do you do if you have bugs? There are bugs in the toilet. So he's makel. He says there's truths from the Minchas Yitzchak and other achirim. They say that it's fine. Besides for the fact that it's Machshin Tzichel Gufa and it's Davashin Eskavin, it's like nichli, but also it's uncovered habriyas. If you're not going to let people flush their toilets, it's not going to be.
That could be a good idea.
Yeah, it's going to be uncovered habriyas. So you can be makel. Yeah.
You put up a sign, bug off.
Yes, that's the discussion.